Hello, this is a brief character description of Tommy McGarvey, aka the 617 Rage. Tommy was born in Charlestown, Boston, and at age 12 he had to leave Charlestown. This was because his father, Robert McGarvey, aka Slippery, couldn't slip away from the law. He was sent over to Concord Jail. And one time when he was walking in the cafeteria with his food tray, spoon in hand, he slipped on some pudding that was on the floor. He fell, and the spoon that was in his hand intercepted through an inmate's eye socket. He was charged with manslaughter and sent over to Cedar Junction in Walpole, the federal prison. This caused a lot of distress in the McGarvey household. Tommy's mother, Dorothy, aka Dottie McGarvey, working the many jobs that she did, still couldn't, afford to live in Charlestown with the horde of invading yuppies coming around on all sides. Dottie picked up Tommy by the nape of his neck and walked on over with her forepaws over the Sonkhonkett. Tommy struggled with the move, being a Charlestown townie through and through, and his only hope in high school was dreaming about becoming a fireman. But unfortunately, that was sabotaged by his cousin, a police officer. Tommy became angry, resentful, bitter, and found that art was a great way to express his feelings. In particular, hip-hop spoke to him. Though he struggled finding his kind of take in the game, so he decided to go down the asinine contrarian route. And that was fuck the fireman. This toxic ideology eventually got him into trouble when one night a local transient by the name of Jasper Jenkins reported that his plumber's cock was stolen. In the search for the stolen items, the police found a South Sonkhonkett firehouse had all its windows and doors sealed shut with plumber's cock and various bits of graffiti tagged over the building, including that firemen are just foot soldiers for the Illuminati. Tommy was caught and charged for the crime, and he was sentenced 120 hours of community service at the Sonkhonkett Senior Living Center. Tommy served food and entertained senior citizens for those remaining 120 hours. Tommy, when he finished his stint, was waiting at a bus stop on Gilham Street. An older gentleman was talking at him, going on about Sonkhonkett history and Sonkhonkett folklore. This included the Sonkhonkett Marsh Witch, and that piqued Tommy's interest. See, back in 1691, the Massachusetts Bay Colony was plagued with smallpox and cholera. It was common practice in the North Shore that sick people would be marched down through Boston into the South Shore to be dumped off in the South Shore marshes. The town of Boston was fed up with this and decided to quarantine Sonkhonkett. All sick people were sent there. Though there was one person from a wealthy family, she did not become sick, and she was looked with suspicion, and much like women that were looked with suspicion in Salem, not too far away, they were accused of witchcraft. And thus she was ostracized and forced to settle in Sonkhonket's Misconquompin Marsh. She became angry and bitter, Abigail Georgina Jenkins, and she wanted her vengeance so very badly. She ran into Old Scratch one night, the devil, and for exchange of her soul, she got immortality. She became the ugliness of the marsh, the sliminess. She fused with the barnacles, the seaweed, the mussels, the cormorants, and the sandworms. She would use her power of seduction to lure men of power in Sonkhonkett, though not romantic seduction, but rather motherly seduction. So men that had mother issues she would find, and once they suckled on one of her 7 teats, seagull shit would excrete and would hit their lips, and they would be under her spell. This is the reason why Sonkhonkett has regressive political policies. There are 7 roundabouts on Sonkhonkett Boulevard, a boulevard that only stretches 2 miles. Tommy's mission in his art and in his life is to spread the word about this menace. And he's there to hunt and banish the Sonking Marsh Witch. So now he has made camp in the Misquisquampin Marsh, producing his music and putting all his efforts into understanding so he can hunt and kill the Sonking Marsh Witch. There'll be videos released soon about his exploits, his philosophy, and his friend Lester McCluskey, a.k.a. Squeaks, his beatmaker, his squeaker promoter, is there to help him out, give him some food, baked beans and stale Dunkin' Donut muffins. So yeah, Tommy's out there sending out his videos. Enjoy them, and you can check out his albums in the link below, and there's other links too. There was one brief moment where he did have an encounter with the Sonking Marsh Witch. All that's in the video description. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy your day, folks. The 617 Rage.